Good day from the Gaulke Activity Center on the campus of Mid-America Christian University. It's our final game of two spectacular days of college basketball here in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Andrew Himes with Alex Friedman here above courtside with the Gaulke Activity Center. We've got two men's teams who are burning white hot right now coming into this game. The top-seeded Langston Lions have won 6 straight and 11 of their last 12. And the second-seeded Wayland Baptist Pioneers are in the midst of a 13 of 14 stretch winning games coming into the conference tournament. Top two seeds playing one another, and they have remarkably similar numbers on the season in addition to their trends coming in as far as winning games. They both score in the 80s per game. Biggest difference is the defense. Langston holds their opponents to just around 60 points per game, whereas Wayland Baptist gives up about 74, but you look down the list: field goal percentage, three-point percentage, rebounds, offensive rebounds, rebound differential. The assists are a bit different, but it's just remarkable how similar these two teams are, and this is going to be a very exciting matchup to close things out here in the conference tournament.
It's a story of a top 5 offense nationally against a top 5 defense nationally. Wayland Baptist yesterday won a game in a way that they haven't, and that's only scoring 74 points, their lowest point total in a win this season. And against the two matchups, well, we saw the Wayland Baptist win one, 90-80. We saw the Langston defense win the other, holding Wayland Baptist to a 74 and an 86-74 win.
Wayland Baptist coming off a game when they erased a 17-point second-half deficit to come back and beat the number 3 seed Oklahoma City yesterday. A dramatic comeback in the last 11 minutes, keyed by R.J. Mason, but finished off by Ted Wolf, and those two were spectacular yesterday. Meanwhile, Langston, basically a wire-to-wire victory over Sagu. Sagu did jump on top early in the game, but Langston led by 12 at half, and Sagu comes back, makes it interesting in the second half, and it's a 4-point victory for the Lions. They had to win a game in which they hadn't had a lot of experience doing it, and they had to win a game in single digits, and they have not done that but 4 times now, 5 this season, and a good test for them and as they enter postseason play in the national tournament coming up next week.
Yeah, that game was reminiscent of, or I should say the women's final was reminiscent of that, where Langston played really well the first 15 minutes, then the next 20, dominated by Sagu, but finished on a 15-4 run over the final 5 minutes, held Sagu without a field goal in that time to come back and win and put themselves in the final.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Mid-America.
Hold off just a bit to see if we're going to have an anthem in a invocation here before we get things started. If not, we'll go right into the starting lineup.
Visitor, it will be Wayland Baptist, and on the home team, it will be your Langston Lions.
Looks like we're just going to go right into the starting lineups here. So we'll introduce those as well, and we will start with the number 2 seed and the visiting team on the scoreboard, Wayland Baptist. They will start Cedric Wolf. He averages 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal per game. Parrish Hewitt averages 12.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. R.J. Mason, 12.5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.5 steals per game for Wayland Baptist. Dylan McDougal, excellent defender for Wayland Baptist, also supplies them with 6.5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. And in the middle, DeMichael Bellafield, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and half a block shot per game for DeMichael Bellafield. For Langston, it'll be A.J. Rainey at guard, 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2 steals. Toru Dean, 9.5 points, 4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2 steals per game. DeMonte Brown, 12 points, 6 rebounds, half an assist and a steal per game. Conference Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year is Tristan Harper, 15.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal per game. And the Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Cortez Mosley, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal per game for Cortez Mosley. Should also point out that At least on the surface, it would appear that Langston may have James Ellis available for this game. Has not played since February the 4th. He's in uniform, went through warm-ups. The 7-footer for Langston could very well be available for the game tonight. We'll see. It's Langston, the top seed, wearing the white home uniforms, and Wayland Baptist in the navy blue and gold uniforms. Their visiting look.
Slight change of the starting lineup from yesterday for Langston. They'll start Toru Dean instead of Anthony White, but it's interchangeable parts for Langston. As you'll see if you weren't with us last night or haven't been following Langston, it's not the deepest rotation, but they will sub in. You know, it might be an A.J. Rainey for a big guy. It's just a mix and match of a lot of the same, 6-7 guys that they'll rotate throughout the night.
Tristan Harper will be the center jumper for Langston. Ted Wolf wins the tip for Wayland Baptist, and the opening possession moving right to left. The Pioneers have it with R.J. Mason opening things up. He is defended by A.J. Rainey. Trying to get it down low to Bellafield. It's poked away from behind by DeMonte Brown. And a sideline inbound coming up for the Pioneers. Now DeMonte Brown being told to cool it just a bit on the inbound defense. Inbound up top for McDougal. Now this is Parrish Hewitt with 11 to shoot. Down low, Bellafield spins to the baseline and is fouled. DeMonte Brown gets a personal.
They brought this up last night. Even though Langston, they are a premier defensive team, they have committed more fouls than any other team in the country.
And only 25 seconds into the game, we'll get our first substitution for Chris Wright's team as Bellafield makes the first foul shot. Sharif Knox is into the game. 6'6", a sophomore from Philadelphia, and he is in for DeMonte Brown, who picked up that first foul. Chris Wright, the conference coach of the year. Coached his team to a 27-2 mark coming into this tournament. Bellafield for Wayland Baptist makes both.
Yeah, for just a 51% free throw shooter, so maybe a good sign for him tonight.
It's A.J. Rainey playing it up top. Sharif Knox tries a three and buries it. It's only his 10th made three of the season. He did hit one in yesterday's game, and now Wayland Baptist turns it over on the sideline. Parrish Hewitt could not save it from going out of bounds. Back it goes to Langston.
And Knox missed about 2 months in the middle of the season. This is now his 5th game back since rejoining Langston. Kind of that stretch 4. Will play the 5 type for Langston as well. And last night, though, just couldn't stay on the floor. Got 5 fouls in 10 minutes of action.
Langston with the basketball. This is A.J. Rainey up top for Knox. Down to 14 to shoot. Rainey on the drive, lost his balance, but throws it over to Dean in the corner with 9 to shoot. The defense backs off for a moment. Dean gets to the elbow with a fall-away jumper. Offensive rebound by Mosley. Can't get the putback to go, but he'll shoot foul shots. Ted Wolf gets a foul for the Pioneers. Cortez Mosley shoots it at 71.5%. Does not get the roll on the first, however. Oh for 2 on the trip, and Ted Wolf with the rebound. Now a foul on Tristan Harper for Langston.
Foul on Tristan Harper. That'll be his first personal, second team.
He sustained an injury yesterday in the first half. Came back in the second half and looked just fine. Here's Parrish Hewitt with 15 to shoot for Wayland Baptist. Drive and kick, Wolf on the baseline. Tedrick Wolf loves that shot. Little push shot from about 10 feet away. Converts on the baseline, and Wayland Baptist up 4-3. Here's a three-pointer again by Knox, spun out. And the rebound tap to Hewitt. Now Wolf is down. He gets back up, limping just a bit. Hewitt pulls up for a deep three and buries it. 37% three-point shooter Parrish Hewitt gives his team a 4-point lead, 2.5 minutes in. This is Dean, and Parrish Hewitt with a run-through steal. One-on-one the other way, plays it in.
Now 20 last night, 37 in 2 games against Langston this year, and off to a hot start tonight. Iced the game last night with 2 late free throws as well.
And now there's a foul away from the ball. And that's on Tedrick Wolf, and that's 2 on Wolf. DeMonte Brown back in the game for Langston. Jackson Reeser checks in for Wayland Baptist. A.J. Rainey needs some help, finds Knox. He gives it back to Rainey for a deep three. And the rebound falls to Reeser. Parrish Hewitt pushing the pace, pulls up and hits. 7 of the 11 for Parrish Hewitt. And Wayland Baptist yet to miss a shot from the floor. Here's a three-pointer by Anthony White that's no good. And Bellafield with the offside rebound. Hewitt pulls up a heat check three. DeMonte Brown grabs a rebound at the foul line, and Langston will slow things up and set up a half-court offense here with some dribble weave action out near midcourt. Now Knox at the high post, gets it out to Harper. Here, there's a hand check foul called on Jackson Reeser.
Well, the first time these teams met, it was all Langston. They built an 11-point lead in the first 10 minutes. Wayland never got it closer than 8 after that. But then in the last time, it was behind 90 points. Wayland Baptist able to outlast. And in what has still been the second and most recent loss for Langston was the 100th career win for Clint Gallion at the time, who's coaching against the guy he coached under. And Chris Wright when they were both at Central Baptist in Arkansas.
Off the inbound, it's Toru Dean. Now into the corner, wide open. Anthony White can't hit again. And doubling back to the rebound is R.J. Mason. McDougal off the pump fake. Foul from behind by Cortez Mosley. Each team being a little liberal with the fouls. Each with 3 in the first just over 4 minutes.
And last time they met, 51 total fouls.
Reese Spencer off a curl, thought he was fouled from 3. And instead, I think we're going to get a flop on Spencer. So again, no warning on flopping this season. It's a Class B technical foul, not a team foul, not a personal, just a one shot. And Toru Dean, who shoots it at 84%, will be the shooter. Missed it too short. Langston just a 1 of 6 start. And for a team who does not rely on three-point shots, 5 of their 6 attempts have been threes. Toru Dean, Wayland Baptist now in a 1-2-2 zone defense. In the corner, it's DeMonte Brown with a drive. Lost control and a foul call. Reese Spencer on the personal.
His first personal, 4th team foul for Wayland.
First point of the day for DeMonte Brown. Shoots it at 72%. And it's 11-5 in favor of the Pioneers. R.J. Mason explodes to his left, but Toru Dean stays with him. Sends it out for Spencer, who lost his balance. It's out of bounds off of DeMonte Brown of Langston. It'll be Wayland ball with 14 to shoot. Down to 10 to shoot for Parrish Hewitt. Mosley stays with him. He shoots a fall-away tough shot that's no good. Rebound volleyballed around. Still loose. Hewitt comes up with it. Sends it out toward midcourt for R.J. Mason. Reese Spencer for 3. And a foul on the rebound called on Reeser. Second foul on Jackson Reeser. He's out. Manny Crump is in. Toru Dean gets by Spencer. Got 3 defenders in the air. Now out front it comes to Brown. 10 to shoot. Now this is Harper driving left, right to the rim, puts it in.
Now Harper, double deuces, exactly 22 points in each of the first 2 meetings. Was 8 for 8 from the floor in the first, 6 of 11 in the next.
And it's a 4-point game at 11-7. Hewitt, that's a tough contested 3 that spun halfway down and out. Reese Spencer flies in for the putback. First basket in the last 3 minutes for Wayland Baptist. Harper now working in the post on Crump. Gets by him, and Crump called for the foul. Already team foul 6 on Wayland Baptist.
Wayland Baptist, like their women's program, no stranger to the title game. It's the 5th time in 10 years the Pioneers are here in the final. 2nd straight season as well. Last won the tournament, 2016. That was the back half of back-to-back wins in 2015 and 2016.
Tristan Harper gets a roll on the first foul shot. He's now with 3. Anthony White back in. And DeMonte Brown exits the game. Two for 2 on the trip for Tristan Harper. And back to a 4-point game with 6.5 minutes gone here in the first. McDougal now backing in on Dean, out to Hewitt. Now a touch for Manny Crump backing in. Can't get it to go. And Cortez Mosley with a rebound, and there's 2 on Manny Crump. So the foul's really piling up for Wayland Baptist now. That's going to be 1-1 for the remaining 13:08 of the first half. Cortez Mosley at the line is 0 for 2 today and makes that one. And Langston inches closer. They've got it down to 2. Reese Spencer, a lob pass inside, and Bellafield fouled from behind by Sharif Knox, trying to catch the pass.
Sharif Knox down for that foul. His first personal.
Bellafield forced it up, puts it in, +1. And that's 2 quick ones on Sharif Knox. The way the rotations are going, it would appear that Chris Wright is not interested in putting James Ellis in the game.
Obviously, we don't have any inside information. Could be A, just a deke or a bluff, or B, maybe just in case of an emergency. But, yeah, like you said, this seems like if there was a time it would make sense to get him in now, but probably not 100%, even though he is dressed.
A.J. Rainey grabs the rebound off the missed foul shot. And a zone defense again for the Pioneers. Now Parrish Hewitt is the top of the zone. Brown with 11 to shoot, skips it over to Rainey. Out front, Toru Dean back to Rainey off the pump fake. With 4 to shoot, goes all the way underneath and draws a foul with 2 on the shot clock. And it's on Reese Spencer, and it's 2 on Reese Spencer.
Reese Spencer is second.
Two-shot foul. That one pops out for A.J. Rainey. Josh Cervantes in the game. He only played, I think, 4 minutes yesterday due to 2 quick fouls and never got back in the game in the second half.
But he had a huge tournament final last year, 20 points against Sagu.
And it's a 3-point Wayland Baptist lead. Here's a backdoor pass, tough catch from Mason. Wants a cutter to go through, instead drives into the middle himself, and a fall-away jumper does not get the roll, and the rebound for DeMonte Brown. Langston can cut it to 1 or tie on this possession. Skip pass over to Rainey. Now over to Dean, he's open for 3. And Parrish Hewitt with the rebound. Drives it all the way underneath and out to McDougal. Backing in, forced it up with a left hand, no good. Offensive rebound to Bellafield. That shot will not count. There's a foul on the floor on the Lions. And this one is going to be on who? It's on Mosley, and that's 2 on Cortez Mosley.
Well, not even 9 minutes into this game. This is starting to have a feel like last night for Langston in terms of the fouls.
Here comes James Ellis. Much taller than Bellafield, but Bellafield probably got 60 pounds on him, and he uses it right there.
And Wayland Baptist wanted a flop by Ellis. But Gallion very animatedly extending the arms out for the official call for a flop.
Lead back up to 5 for the Pioneers. A.J. Rainey made 4 threes in the game yesterday against Sagu. Pitches it out to Brown with 9 to shoot. He'll just chuck up a 3 against the zone. No good. Long rebound tracked down by R.J. Mason. The zone is bothering Langston. R.J. Mason with a drive and kick for Hewitt. Contested 3, halfway down and out. And Rainey doubles back for the rebound. Toru Dean is wide open. Nails it. This half kind of has a similar feel to the second half of yesterday's game between Sagu and Langston, when Langston was holding the lead and Sagu had opportunities to close, and every time they got close, Langston made a bit of a push until about the 8-minute mark when Sagu finally took the lead. And here's a bad pass. It's knocked away out of bounds by Langston. 14 to shoot. Harper back in, and Dean is out for Langston. Down to 10 to shoot, R.J. Mason on the dribble. Takes it baseline, out to Cervantes. Now McDougal has to put it up. It's on line, but a bit short. Ellis fights off R.J. Mason for the rebound.
Heck of an effort by Mason, though.
Pretty easily could have gotten a foul on Ellis there as they were hand fighting for the rebound. Ellis is going to try a 3, and it was halfway down and out. And McDougal grabs a rebound.
It's 16 and 15 games played, so it's not like it's a total anomaly.
McDougal picks it up at the elbow. Over to Parrish Hewitt with 10 to shoot. Guarded by Harper. Contested 3 again. Bellafield with the offensive rebound at the elbow. Takes one dribble and puts it in.
That's what the big guy does now. 3 of 3 from the floor today. Last night, 4th double-double this season. Conference's leader in field goal percentage.
Down to 13 to shoot. Rainey turns the corner, gets to the rim, and lays it in. Parrish Hewitt drives it hard to the right side. He gets blocked out of bounds by Ellis. Monte Brown stayed right with him and directed him right toward the big guy on defense. Ellis is out. Sharif Knox is back in. Reeser and Wolf back in, each with 2 fouls. Off the inbound, Cervantes is fouled on a baseline jumper.
Now, yes, you do add the scoring ability of Wolf back into the game, but now down low, Reeser is not nearly the offensive kind of player that Belfield is.
Josh Cervantes, an excellent foul shooter, 83%. He scores his first 2 points of the trip here to the Gaulke Activity Center. Harper on the drive, comes to a jump stop, got too far underneath, but still able to spin it in.
such long strides by Tristan Harper.
R.J. Mason defended by Dean. Now Sharif Knox on a switch is called for the foul. That's 3 on Knox.
Same thing happened last night. Got 3 in the first.
Still 7:39 to play in the first half, and A.J. Rainey up to the table to check back in. One and one for R.J. Mason. And he's pretty automatic at 88%. In the corner, it's DeMonte Brown. And Brown gets it back on the wing for 3. Third three-pointer of the half for Langston, and it's a 1-point game.
And it's now 10 of their 14 shots in the game are from 3.
Dean pokes the ball away from Hewitt, but he gets it back. Now switched on by Brown off the hesitation move, and a fall-away jumper from 14 feet, no good. Weiser fighting for the rebound, can't control it out of bounds. It's Langston Ball with a chance to take the lead.
Hewitt was the hot hand early, and his last few shots, I think, are shots you could live with after he had made a few, but now that he's missed a few, I'd like to see him maybe get some more quality looks than forcing things up.
Langston has led. They led 3-2. Have not had the lead since then. And now here's a travel called on Toru Dean. And Langston turns it over for the second time. And a foul on the inbound on A.J. Rainey. He just slapped R.J. Mason in the hand. This is going to be free throws numbers 8 and 9 for Wayland Baptist, and Langston has shot 11 in the half. Not unusual for the Lions. They get to the foul line more than anybody. And again, Langston threatens to take the lead. Pioneers get a stop and extend the lead back out again. Toru Dean with 18 to shoot, drops it to the high post for Harper. Back to Dean, wide open. R.J. Mason leaps high in the air for the rebound. This is Ted Wolf, pulls up at the elbow. Harper with the rebound. Inside of 6 minutes to play in the half. Straight away a 3 for Anthony White, nails it. And the game is tied at 25, and I believe he said we have a bench warning on Wayland Baptist.
And I think Quint Gallion again was lobbing for a flop. And it's one of those where if that first one doesn't get called on Reese Spencer earlier in the game, he's probably not making a huge deal the 2 times he's asked for it, but especially now on a 3-point shooter like Spencer was earlier.
R.J. Mason over to Cervantes. Rainey all over him, sends it over to Wolf with 10 to shoot. 18-footer straight away. Ellis with the rebound. And another chance for Langston to take the lead. .12 to shoot. Lob into Ellis, and there's a foul on Reeser. So 3 for Jackson Reeser now. And 3 for Sharif Knox for Langston. Reeser comes out, Bellafield is back in. Parrish Hewitt replaces Tedrick Wolf. And Anthony White replaces Cortez Mosley.
Now Wayland started their first 4 from the floor. They're just 4 and 19 since. Hewitt back in the game, has not been shy to shoot. We'll see if the Pioneers, also with Belfield back in, can get a quality look this possession.
Here is to Michael Bellafield against James Ellis. Got stripped from behind, got it back off to Hewitt. And he lost his balance and lost the basketball. Now Langston on the run. This is Rainey, stripped from behind by McDougal, out of bounds. Dylan McDougal making plays at the rim just like yesterday.
Yeah, block on Drayvon Claiborne on a potential game-tying basket with 7 seconds to go in the game last night.
Toru Dean, the inbounder. And it's a 5-second count. Third Langston turnover, 4.5 to play in the half. R.J. Mason explodes to his right, runs over a defender, and an offensive foul on R.J. Mason. It's just his first. I'm not sure it matters how often you see it. It's still jarring to see players go to the bench for literally one possession and then come back into the game. That's the way that the rotations work for Langston, and they've worked well. Here's a spin, and Cortez Mosley takes it to the rim. Unlucky on the bounce, and Bellafield doubles back for the rebound, his 5th. Mason fires it inside for Bellafield. Through 2 defenders, a blocking foul called. 2 shots coming for DeMichael Bellafield.
That's going to be number 3 on Mosley, as he joins Knox with 3 fouls here in the first half.
Neither team has scored in about 2 minutes. Wayland Baptist hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Bellafield at the line. Now is with 9. Tristan Harper in for Cortez Mosley. Cervantes tapped the rebound, but over to DeMonte Brown for Langston. Another chance for the Lions to take the lead. Haven't led since 3-2. Down to 12 to shoot. Harper inside. It went off several sets of hands, and last touched apparently by Bellafield with 8 to shoot. Down to Harper with a quick move to his left. Now spins, got stripped of the basketball, and a foul called on Bellafield. It's just his first. But the double bonus applies here for Tristan Harper, and he's got a chance to give his team the lead at the foul line.
Well, Tristan Harper, like a lot of his teammates, basically were, if not the best player at their previous school, one of the two best. And Harper, who was great at Middle Georgia State, now comes in as the conference's player of the year. And in an era where it's easier for players to transfer, you can kind of build these teams straight from scratch, as we have seen Langston do, and compete immediately. You hear the term super teams more used in the NBA through free agency and trades, and that's what Langston was able to do in year one under Chris Wright.
And Langston has its first lead since 3-2. It's 27-26 with 3.5 to play in the first half here at the Gaulke Activity Center. Harris Hewitt flips it to Bellafield in the lane, dribbles around Harper and puts it in. This is A.J. Rainey. Now James Ellis back to Rainey, 15 on the shot clock. Harper on the baseline, shoots over McDougal. Offensive rebound, put up no good. Next rebound taken by Ellis. He powers it up and puts it in. And a big roar from the Langston crowd. First time that James Ellis has scored a basket since being out of the lineup with injury. Here's Bellafield off the spin move, call for the offensive foul.
Ooh. I thought Harper's feet were still moving. That's a 50-50 call, but one that goes the way of Langston.
Important final 2.5 minutes for both teams here. Wayland Baptist had the early momentum, and it took a lot of effort for Langston to get back in front. Can they hold on? They have a 1-point lead coming up on the 2-minute mark. Rainey gets it back on the left wing. Down to 9 to shoot. Now here's a rise-up three that's no good from DeMonte Brown, and a foul on the rebound on Langston. Goes on Anthony White.
Al Hewitt, he made his first 3 shots of the game. He's now missed his last 7. And for some guys, when you're in a scoring drought, just getting to the free throw line and seeing that ball go into the net can help get you straightened out.
Parrish Hewitt now with 80, shoots it at 80% from the line. Ellis, after a short break, is back in. Anthony White is out. And Wayland back on top. Down to 1:50 to play. This is Dean. Now it's a man-to-man defense for Wayland Baptist. Dean nearly double dribble, gets into the middle, spins, jump hook off back rim and in. Mason double teamed. Around to McDougal for a catch and shoot 3. Offensive rebound, Bellafield. Got a defender in the air, missed the layup. Offensive rebound, McDougal. He's fouled. That goes on Ellis, his first.
Well, the term glue guy, I think, came into the college basketball vernacular about 5-6 years ago, and that's what Dylan McDougal is. You know, he's not the star of this team, but a good defender and does a lot to keep the guys on the floor together.
He's not a good foul shooter, though. He's only 57%. But he makes the first.
Of course, a chance for him to play in front of a lot of friends and family. Went to nearby Moore High School, about 10 or so minutes away here from the campus of MacU.
Unlucky on the second. And the game is tied at 31. Toru Dean on the drive. Gets it back on the left wing. And casts a three and nails it. Second three of the game for Toru Dean. McDougal to Bellafield, faces up, swipe that twice. In the corner, wide open is Parrish Hewitt. And the rebound tap to Dean. Wayland back to the zone defense. In the corner, A.J. Rainey is open. Rebound falls right to Harper for the layup. Langston, or rather Wayland, can hold for one shot, facing their biggest deficit of the game, down 4 seconds. McDougal on the baseline, tipped in by Bellafield. Well, that was disappointing. No buzzer to end the half, but apparently we have officially reached the end of the first half with Langston on top 36-33 over Wayland Baptist here in the men's final of the Oklahoma Ford Dealer Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. We will take a timeout and come back and go over the first half stats for this one. Langston leads by 3, and we're back in a moment from the Gaulke Activity Center.
Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Drive home a new Ford F.
36-33, our halftime score. Langston took the lead near the end of the first half and holds on to it in the last 3 or so minutes. Heading into the locker room, they lead by 3 at the break. The individual totals for Langston: Tristan Harper leads the way with 10 points. Toru Dean has 8. DeMonte Brown 5. A.J. Rainey, Anthony White, and Sharif Knox each with 3. Cortez Mosley and James Ellis each with 2. Langston leads in rebounds 22-20. Individually, DeMonte Brown has 4 retrievals. Tristan Harper, Cortez Mosley, James Ellis each with 3. A.J. Rainey, Toru Dean, 2 apiece. DeMonte Brown 2 assists. Rainey and White each have 1. Dean has a steal. Brown has a block. As a team, Langston with 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 4 assists on 11 made baskets, 11 of 26, 42% shooting from the floor. They were 5 of 15 on threes and 9 of 14 at the foul line. For Wayland Baptist, Michael Belfield has 13 points to lead the way. Parrish Hewitt with 9. Nobody else with more than 4. R.J. Mason has 4. Tedrick Wolf, Reese Spencer, and Josh Cervantes 2 apiece, and Dylan McDougal has 1. Manny Crump and Jackson Reeser played a combined 8 points, or combined 8 minutes rather, scored no points and took only 1 shot between them and got 1 rebound. In rebounds, DeMichael Bellafield has 7 of those. Parrish Hewitt 4, R.J. Mason 3, Dylan McDougal 2. Wayland only has 1 assist in the game. That comes from McDougal. Parrish Hewitt has a steal, and McDougal has a block. So as a team, it's 1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers, 1 assist on 10 made baskets. 10 of 29, 34.5% shooting. They were 1 of 10 on threes and 12 of 15 at the foul line. Points in the paint, Wayland Baptist led 16-12. Pioneers led points off turnovers 4-0. Second chance points, Wayland leads that 11-7. Fast break points is 4-0 in favor of Wayland. Bench points 8-4. Langston off the bench leads there. We had 4 ties, 7 lead changes. Wayland Baptist led by as many as 8 and Langston by as many as 5. That's a jarring number for Langston. Only 1 assist on their 10 made baskets in the game. A lot more isolation from the Pioneers than we're accustomed to seeing from them.
Absolutely. That just stuck out on the page to me as well. And Wayland Baptist, they make their first 4 shots, but go 6 of their last 25. They scored 11 points in the first 4:40, getting out to that 11-3 lead, but held to 22 over the final 15-20. For Langston, it's basically a prototypical Langston half. All 8 players scored, all between 2 and 10 points. They hold the opponent to 34.5% shooting. Wayland Baptist, boy, the efforts of DeMichael Belfield, huge that first half with 13.7 rebounds. You know, even though it's only a 3-point game, it feels like Wayland Baptist is kind of treading water right now. But the good news for the Pioneers is they had a very similar first half last night against OCU, and it still carried in about the first 9 minutes of the second half before they got going, and we'll see if they're able to put up another big second half here tonight.
Meanwhile, a bit of a reversal for Langston yesterday. They were the ones that were holding on to the lead for quite a while until Sagu finally climbed the ladder and took the lead for a few minutes, and Langston toward the end of the game able to retake the lead and get away with the win yesterday to advance here to the championship game. A couple of come from behind wins got these 2 teams here, and we got a 3-point separation at the break. The number 1 seed Langston leads the number 2 seed Wayland Baptist 36-33 at the halftime break. Take a timeout. A second half scheduled to start about 8 minutes from now from the Gaulke Activity Center. We'll be back on the Sooner Athletic Conference Network.
Faith Hollingsworth, and I'm an outfielder for MACU softball. My experience at MACU has been really great for my softball career and for my academics, and as well as my spiritual development, walking with Christ. And I've been able to really flourish because my coaches believe in me and they want me to succeed, and they give me that opportunity to play and do that. So the professors here at MACU have really helped me specify what I wanted to do with my degree, and they're always looking to accommodate and help me find success. I'm proud to be an evangel because it has given me the chance to be a part of a family on the softball field and in the classroom, and I've been able to grow with my relationship with Christ. When I tell people about my experience at MACU, I always tell them about the small community and how I feel like I get that one-on-one experience with everyone that I meet, and as an athlete, they care about more than just how I play. They want to know how I'm doing. I feel loved here and I feel cherished. I'm Faith Hollingsworth, and I'm a MACU evangel.
A life explored brings about any number of challenges. The beaten path rarely leads to progress or a true meaningful difference. At Mid-America, we understand that perseverance and faith strengthen resolve, build character, and ultimately lead to success. We are believers that within all of us lives the innate ability to dream, to learn, and to achieve. You provide the desire. We provide the tools and flexible curriculum for your success. We work with you, for you, in the knowledge that your purpose has purpose. No matter your obstacles, we're fostering an environment with one goal in mind: developing the greatness within you. Mid-America Christian University. Dream bigger. Do greater.
I'm Marcus Moeller, the athletic director here at Mid-America Christian University. At MACU, we are committed to excellence in athletics. Today, I am honored to share with you about our newest facility, the O'Brien Family Training Center. The O'Brien Family Training Center is a 19,000 square foot complex which features an on-campus workout facility for both our athletes and our general student population. The space features top-of-the-line weights made by Eleco, as well as cardio equipment like treadmills, elliptical machines, and stair climbers. This space really is designed to give our student athletes an edge in training and competition, while also providing a terrific space to rehab from those injuries. Speaking of injuries, a state-of-the-art training room connects to that workout facility and is a dynamic area for our athletes to receive the care and attention they need when they are injured. The facility also houses locker rooms for men's and women's soccer, softball, and baseball. Each of these locker rooms comes equipped with touchscreen monitors so that coaches can watch game film with their athletes. The addition of these locker rooms has created an incredible home for each of our teams as they prepare for games and for practices. For our baseball and our softball teams, the O'Brien Center features a turfed-in hitting facility with 3 full hitting bays and an additional pitching tunnel. This temperature-controlled space allows our athletes the ability to work on their games year-round regardless of the weather outside. The final piece of the O'Brien Center is the Pickens Family Conference Room and the coaches' offices. These areas provide critical spaces for our coaches and student athletes to meet about their sport, academics, and even in discipleship. We are incredibly blessed to have the O'Brien Family Training Center at MACU. This facility is just part of the reason that we are one of the premier athletic programs in the country. Next time you're on campus, please give us a shout. We would absolutely love to give you a tour of this incredible facility.
MACU has changed my life. I can say by far it was one of the best decisions I could have ever made. What I really like about MACU is our community is really close. Everybody knows each other. The environment is unbelievable. The relationships here for me have been really, really important. I think the professors have been amazing with me, and there's more than a relationship than a professor-student. It's like more also as a friend, and I really, really appreciate that. My best experience has been soccer, to be honest, because I've learned so much from my teammates, from my coaches. The leadership from my coach has been unbelievable. My growth speech at Mackey has been huge for me, to be honest. The things like going to chapel and even the environment of the school has impacted my life in a different ways. You have a little bit of understanding about Christianity, but once you come here in Mackey, you get into it, you go to chapel, and actually you read the Bible. It's helping me through daily choices, relationships in a way that I could have never thought, to be honest, before. My name is Andri Coppa, and I'm a Mackey Avenger.
(36-33) our halftime score. Langston leads Wayland Baptist here at the Gaulke Activity Center. Probably bears going over the foul situation for each team. For Wayland Baptist, Jackson Reeser has 3, and then you've got Ted Wolf, DeMichael Belfield, Reese Spencer, and Manny Crump all with 2. Meanwhile, for Langston, Sharif Knox and Cortez Mosley each have 3 fouls. Anthony White has 2, and nobody else with more than 1.
Later, after this game ends, we'll have the presentation of the all-conference team, and also we'll be joined by the winning coach to hear their thoughts on a conference title.
James Ellis will start the second half for Langston. He'll be out there along with Harper, Dean, Brown, and Rainey. And the original starting 5 for Wayland Baptist, and the Pioneers will open up in a man-to-man defense in the second half. Rainey stumbles down but gets it to Harper. Bounce pass underneath, knocked away by McDougal, stolen by Wolf on the run. Out to Mason for 3 in the tie. It's the first field goal for R.J. Mason in the game. Has made 4 of 4 foul shots. He's now got 7 points, and the game tied at 36. Harper off the spin move, got right to the rim for the layup. Ted Wolf defended by Tristan Harper. He uses a spin move and a fall away. Offensive rebound, Belfield powers it up, can't get it to go, and fouled on the next attempt. I don't know if they're going to deem this a shooting foul or a foul on the rebound. It's on Harper, and it is a shooting foul.
Foul going to be on Tristan Harper, his second. First team foul this half for Langston.
Now Belfield had a double-double yesterday, now just one rebound shy of having another one.
He's 3 of 5 at the line. He leads all scorers with 14 points. Langston holds on to the 1-point lead. Dean stumbles down, lost it, but maintains a dribble. Now Mason all over him. Doubled off the screen. That's poked away off the leg of Dean by Belfield and out of bounds. High post, Belfield guarded by Ellis, out front for Wolf. Puts his head down, gets blocked by Ellis out of bounds. 12 to shoot, Wayland will inbound. Mason drops it into Wolf, he's used the dribble. Down to 8 to shoot. Mason a fall away 18-footer, wow.
This is a big-time player. We've seen him on full display this year in the conference tournament semis and finals and again this season.
Wayland Baptist has the lead. Rainey drives to the rim, got blocked by McDougal, but Ellis right there to clean it up. Ted Wolf on the drive, crashes into Harper. And a blocking foul going to be called on Harper, and he is down.
Oh boy, A.J. Rainey could have gotten teed up, and now we do have a technical. Ted Wolf was trying to help him up, and he slapped Wolf's hand away. And maybe it's no surprise this is what's happening. The last time these teams played, there were 7 technical fouls called. And there were also 2 called in their first meeting against each other.
So after the 3rd foul called on Tristan Harper, the technical on A.J. Rainey.
And another one on Tedrick Wolf.
And they do get technicals on each player.
And Harper, again, hurt his knee last night, was clutching his knee on the ground, gets up, but is moving around a little bit slowly. He'll come out of the game.
Inbound to Wolf with a quick spin move to his left, missed it short, but Belfield is right there to put it in. I'll sign up for 17 and a half more minutes of this. Back and forth we go. Rainey over to Dean. It's a hard drive under the basket. Extra pass, Rainey open 3. And McDougal just lets it go out of bounds back to Wayland Baptist. Reese Spencer in for Tedrick Wolf. Jarif Knox. Anthony White return, as does Cortez Mosley. Rainey and Brown, the 2 that stay in for Wayland Baptist. Parrish Hewitt on the drive with a jump pass to Reese Spencer, who had to tiptoe on the sideline to keep his balance. Now he almost lost it out of bounds again. Over to McDougal. He tries for three. It was halfway down. And Brown with the rebound. Rainey splits the defense, shoots a floater in the lane, and is unlucky. And McDougal with the rebound. Now he's in trouble against Knox and plays it out to Spencer, who lobs it inside. Belfield made a tough catch, but a foul on Mosley is going to be his fourth. And Dean is back in. Mosley is out. Into Belfield, pushing his way in, and we have what? Are we going to have a foul on Knox? If it is, it's his fourth.
He's going to stay in. Ellis stays on the bench.
Pass all the way out to midcourt to Parrish Hewitt. Now off a curl, we got an illegal screen foul called on McDougal. It's been a relatively clean game as far as turnovers go. That's just the fifth on Wayland Baptist, and only 5 on Langston as well.
Hard to turn the ball over, though, when you're getting fouled all the time.
That's true. Oh, and here's a loose ball. It's knocked away by a Mason. He dives on the floor to try to save it, but can't get there. Good effort for R.J. Mason. Couldn't quite come up with it. Now we have the officials coming over to the table to talk about something. Likely a shot clock question here. And now there's some talking on the bench over here as two of the Langston players who are waiting for the inbound were getting into it with some of the Wayland Baptist players on their bench. So we figured it out. It's a 20-second reset. Langston with the basketball. White off a flare screen, tries for three. Second three for Anthony White. Hewitt bounces it over to Spencer. Down low, Bellafield lost the ball. It's out of bounds, and last touch by Wayland Baptist.
Boy, Sharif Knox first hedging the screen, and then on that loose ball, playing aggressively with 4 fouls, but both times avoiding that foul and making a big play. And now this Langston crowd really coming to their feet. It was a good crowd last night. It's even better tonight.
At least 3/4 are Langston fans here in the Gaulke Activity Center. Dean behind the back, steps back, 15-footer, rolls in. Oh, and nearly a steal from behind, loose ball, and it is taken by Langston. Numbers for the Lions. Brown steps through and draws a foul. It's on R.J. Mason, it's his second.
Toru Dean, who has his left wrist taped up. Looked like he might have re-aggravated it.
He's getting retaped near the bench, and he's going to stay in the game, apparently. Two for two for DeMonte Brown. He has 7 points, and now a timeout. Langston has its biggest lead of the game, leading to a full timeout taken by Clint Gallion and Wayland Baptist. 47-41, 14:58 to play in the second half in the Oklahoma Ford Dealers Sooner Athletic Conference Championship game.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Drive home a new Ford F-150 today with 0.9% financing for 60 months, only at your best in Oklahoma Ford dealer.
47-41, Langston leads Wayland Baptist with 14:58 to play in the second half here at the Gaulke Activity Center. Andrew Himes with Alex Friedman here. The Oklahoma Ford Dealers Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament Championship game. Big moment in the game for Wayland Baptist as they have fallen back by their largest deficit of the game, but only 6 points, so far from out of reach here for the Pioneers, who erased a 17-point second half lead yesterday. Cervantes for 3, that's way short, and Dean with a rebound.
Brown might have got a hand on it ever so slightly.
A.J. Rainey to start the offense, Cervantes the defender. Cervantes stays with him, kicks it out to Dean, 6 to shoot. One dribble and a three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Brown, +1 on the putback. And R.J. Mason picks up his third. Manny Crump is in, so is Ted Wolf. Tristan Harper returns to the game for Langston. DeMonte Brown, 72% at the line this year and perfect today, 4 of 4.
I know there's still 14-11 left. You just referenced their big comeback they had last night, but this feels like a must-score possession for Wayland Baptist.
Tedrick Wolf to Josh Cervantes. Out front to Hewitt. Now we got a whistle and a foul away from the ball on Tristan Harper. And that will be his 4th.
The third Langston player with 4 fouls.
One of those, Sharif Knox, checks back in and takes out Tristan Harper. Ted Wolf faces up on White. Jump pass inside intended for Crump, and he is fouled by Knox, and Knox is fouled out. 13:50 to play, and Sharif Knox has fouled out, and Chris Wright is all the way out beyond midcourt to protest. It's also team foul 7, so this is a 1-and-1 for Manny Crump. And he'll get the bonus. That's his first point today. He shoots it at 74%. James Ellis rebounds the miss. Well, the Pioneers did put 1 point on the board on the possession, but similarly, this feels like a must stop here. Toru Dean is fouled by Reese Spencer. And that's 3 on Reese Spencer, so you've got now 4 Wayland Baptist players with 3. Ted Wolf ran through a pass. Anthony White goes behind the back, gets into the middle, leaning jumper. Good! Foul call, +1. A.J. Rainey, on the basket.
Well, they were shooting an awful lot of threes, a bit of a trend breaker in the first half, but this is more Langston, like you mentioned, the ISO, and let their guys create towards the rim.
And Rainey completes the three-point play. He's now with 6. He was the hot hand yesterday. Scored 21 points, made 4 threes. Parrish Hewitt tries to get 3 back the other way. No good. Toru Dean rebounds, and Langston a chance to add to their largest lead of the game. They're up 11 at the 12:50 mark. Off a flare, it's White. And an offensive rebound for Brown. Driving kick for Dean. Hesitation move, runs into a defender and a blocking foul on Crump. That's 3 now on Manny Crump.
Manny Crump, his third. 17 foul for Wayland.
It's a 2-shot foul here for Toru Dean. He's now 0 for 2 at the line. Point lead. Tedrick Wolf pulls up from 19 and buries it.
And it was Wolf who really sparked that comeback last night, and it was like a lot of shots like that, and maybe that could lead to another one here for Wayland Baptist.
It was about this time in the game as well that started to happen. The lead is 10 for Wayland Baptist at 54-44, and a full timeout taken by the Pioneers, so we will as well. Back in a moment here on the Oklahoma Ford Dealer Sooner Athletic Conference Network. 54-44 is the Langston lead on Wayland Baptist here at the Gaulke Activity Center at Mid-America Christian University. Sooner Athletic Conference title game. The 1 versus the number 2. Langston ranked number 5 in the final top 25 poll. Wayland Baptist just outside the top 25. They are the second team in the receiving votes column, so reason dictates that they are ranked number 27. Langston with the basketball. Here's A.J. Rainey with 15 to shoot. A skip pass to White, and his three-pointer is blocked by Wolf, and a foul on White on the rebound. And a bench warning on Langston also.
Now, unless there's something we missed up here, I mean, it looked like A, a clean block, and B, a clear foul. So, obviously, something happened to the dislike of Chris Wright.
Reese Spencer shooting a 1-and-1 makes the first. Spencer now with 4 points. And 4 in a row by the Pioneers to be back within 8. There's a high pass that was caught by Rainey. Over now to Mosley. Off the spin move, leans in. Tough shot, got it to go. First field goal for Cortez Mosley. R.J. Mason for 3 and a foul! A potential 4-point play for R.J. Mason. And that's now 4 on Anthony White. Mason cannot convert the foul shot. 88% foul shooter. His first miss today. Mosley into Reeser. Trips on his way to the basket, and Reeser called for the foul. That is 4 on Jackson Reeser.
And I don't know if it's Clint Gallion giving Belfield a little bit of an extra blow for a final push, but you got to wonder when he's coming back in.
Answer is right now. He's up at the table to check in between these foul shots. Cortez Mosley now 3 of 5 at the foul line. Belfield is back in along with McDougal. Reeser comes out, and R.J. Mason will get what presumably will be a short break.
And Chris Wright's going to answer with Ellis back in the game.
Oh, an offensive rebound and a +1 on the putback. DeMonte Brown snuck in for it. It hit the rim one more time. And Reese Spencer went for it on the first carom. Fell right into the hands of DeMonte Brown, who puts it in. So that is 4 on Spencer. DeMonte Brown now with 13. Wayland Baptist with the basketball. This is McDougal down low for Belfield, fouled by Ellis. That's only 2 on James Ellis. However, it is team foul 10. So 2 shots for DeMichael Belfield, who's 4 of 7 at the line.
Christian Backus, who we saw with some cameos yesterday, now in the game once again for Langston by necessity.
Yeah, he may see quite a few minutes here in the final 10:40. Didn't even register as 1 minute played yesterday, but he did get into the game just for about 30 seconds or so. Belfield 1 for 2 on the trip, so it's a 10-point game. And now down to 10 to shoot for Langston. Toru Dean needs somewhere to go, hands it out to Rainey, 4 to shoot, had it poked away by Wolf, and it goes out of bounds back to Langston, but only 2 on the shot clock. And a timeout taken by Langston at 30. Toru Dean is 4 for 5 in his last 5 shots. He's got 11 points. A couple above his average. He comes in at 9.5 points per game. It's a pretty balanced scoring attack among the Langston rotation.
Yeah, and I think for them, like, the averages are a bit deceiving because the way they operate, you know, one guy might go off for 20-something, and it's going to be another guy the next night, another guy the next night. So it might say 15 points per game, but that's more of like, well, he's going to go for 22 this day, 8 the next day, as opposed to 15 consistently.
All right, 2 to shoot for Langston off the sideline. Inbound, A.J. Rainey, the inbounder. Bounces it in, and Brown casts a 3. It did hit the rim, but just barely, and Reese Spencer rebounds. Spencer attacks the right side, leans in, wild shot, doesn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, Spencer gets it back, puts it up off the glass. Eight-point game and 9:45 to go. Brown dribbled it off his face, then missed the shot. Wolf on the rebound. Comes into the front court in between 2 defenders. Wolf pulls up and buries it. And it's a 6-point game. A.J. Rainey. Drive and kick, Dean for 3. Wolf flies in for the rebound. On the attack, a pull-up floater. Left it a little bit short. DeMonte Brown rebounds. DeMonte Brown now with a double-double, 13 points and 10 boards. .45 to play. A.J. Rainey off the step back. Gets in the middle. Can't get it to go, and McDougal grabs the rebound off the Ellis tip. McDougal toward the baseline, turned away. Back out to Spencer with 18 to shoot. Dangerous pass there. Hewitt had to go to his knees to get it. Sends it back out front to Wolf. That's his shot. It's a pull-up 17-footer halfway down and out. Ellis grabs a rebound. 8 minutes to play, a 6-point game. And a timeout. 30-second timeout taken by Langston. Trying to catch if they indicate how many timeouts for each team left down at the scorer's table. I believe said 3 remaining for Langston. They did not indicate how many left for Wayland Baptist. Langston will have the basketball with 16 to shoot. Mop up the floor a bit. Pass to the elbow to Mosley. Out to an open White off the pump fake for 3. His third 3 today. Puts the lead back to 9. Wolf off the spin move, lost it off his knee. Harper goes to the ground to get it. And Langston gets a timeout to save the possession. This one will be a full timeout with 7:38 to play. Langston pushes the lead back to 9 and gains a turnover, so they'll have the basketball coming out of this timeout, which we will take as well from the Gaulke Activity Center on the Sooner Athletic Conference Network. .38 to play. Langston with a 9-point lead and the basketball here in the championship game of the Oklahoma Ford Dealer Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. This is Toru Dean. Driving it right into Crump, and he puts it in off the glass. Langston has worked it back to a double-digit lead. Parrish Hewitt, guarded closely by Dean, takes it baseline. Now a fall-away jumper on the baseline, halfway down and out. Been quite a few of those for Wayland Baptist here in the second half, and another rebound for DeMonte Brown, his 11th.
It's now 4 straight empty trips down the floor by Wayland after they had got it down to 6.
Dean on the dribble, sends it over to Harper. Tries to drive baseline, cut off in the lane. Brown can't get it to go. Tipped by Mosley, no, but a foul. That's on R.J. Mason. It's his fourth. So now the foul's starting to pile up for Wayland Baptist as well. They've got Reese Spencer, R.J. Mason, Jackson Reeser each with 4. Tedrick Wolf, Manny Crump with 3, and DeMichael Belfield with 2. White in for Brown. That one pops out for Mosley, and Tedrick Wolf with the rebound. This is the largest lead for Langston at 12. McDougal for 3. Rebound slapped off the rim and taken by Dean. R.J. Mason lucky not to pick up his 5th foul right there. Dean falls down and Crump picks up the loose ball. Here comes R.J. Mason, trying to go behind his back and had his pocket picked by Anthony White, who drives the other way and puts it in. Rather, A.J. Rainey with the theft in the bucket. Tedrick Wolf darts into the lane and missed the short jumper. And going into the stands to try to save it from going out of bounds was Rainey.
Boy, again, Wayland, they had it down to 6. Ted Wolf had 2 good looks on shots he'll take and make a lot, missed both, and now it's an 8-0 run since then.
Wolf backing in, fall away jumper, that's a tough shot. He's got 8 points. Wayland uses a 30-second timeout. Still 5:13 to play. And keep in mind that Langston is kind of playing with fire in the foul department. They're just a couple of whistles away from losing a few of their top players. Anthony White has 4, Tristan Harper has 4, Cortez Mosley has 4, and Sharif Knox is already fouled out. That happened at the 13:50 mark. However, the more concerning thing is the amount of wobble in the press table right now. I don't know if that's translating to the camera or not, but
we'll be fine.
Langston with the basketball up by 12. Here's Dean guarded by Mason. He's got 4 fouls. Off the spin move, can't get it to go, and Belfield rebounds. Mason hands off to McDougal. He sends it out to Wolf. Gets into the middle, flies inside and scores, and he's got 10. James Ellis at the high post. Sends it out to Anthony White. And now A.J. Rainey. 6 to shoot. Ellis with 3 to shoot. Gallops right side, puts it up at the shot clock buzzer and puts it in. Wolf surveying, gets inside, missed it way short. He thought he was hit on the elbow, no call. And Anthony White with the rebound. Langston up 12, content to run as much clock off as they can. Rainey gets into the middle and gets the roll. Meanwhile, Wayland's got to be in a hurry. Belfield faces up on Ellis. Now spins to the baseline and puts it in. A.J. Rainey to Toru Dean. 3 minutes to play. Here's Anthony White on the left baseline. Backs away for a 17-footer. And McDougal claims a rebound on the baseline with 2:45 left. R.J. Mason with a pull-up 3. That's good.
He's one of those players where if he's on your team, you're never out of it.
9-point game with 2.5 left. A.J. Rainey with Parrish Hewitt, the primary defender, but he backs off about 10 feet. 10 to shoot. Rainey forced it up, draws a foul on Parrish Hewitt. A.J. Rainey 73% at the line, 2 of 3 today. Mosley and Harper back in. Ellis and White come out. One for 2 for A.J. Rainey on the trip. He's got 11. Reese Spencer pulls up for 3. That was off. He knew it immediately. But the rebound taken by DeMonte Brown for Langston with 2 minutes to play and a 10-point lead. Rainey with a step-back 3. Mason, long pass for Hewitt, tipped away by Dean with a foul. That's just his first. But it allows Wayland Baptist to potentially put points on the board with the clock stop. Down 10 with 1:39 left. The fork is not quite in them yet. Parrish Hewitt's last 3 points have been foul shots. McDougal in for Reeser. Wayland Baptist. Wayland uses a timeout. Full timeout taken by the Pioneers. Two timeouts left for either team, according to official scorer downstairs. 73-65 is the Langston lead. Wayland's going to have to probably employ some full court press starting now to speed the game up a bit. Because Langston is going to be content to run as much time off as they can with an 8-point lead in the final 2 minutes.
Now we know Langston, they're going to host a regional, the national tournament next week. Wayland Baptist has clinched a spot by virtue of Langston just making this game because they were already the regular season winners. And Wayland Baptist likely was going to make it anyway, but they'll be getting their 7th national tournament bid in the last 10 seasons, the first under Clint Gallion. But of course, still time left in this one, and still, of course, a game you want to win to be able to hang that banner.
And Wayland Baptist will use a press. Mosley, the inbounder, gets it in to A.J. Rainey. He's double teamed. Back to Mosley. And get it back to Mosley in the front court. Now Toru Dean. Just dribbling around with 14 on the shot clock, trying to exhaust more time, down to 1:20 to play. Now he heads off to his left and draws a foul with 7 on the shot clock. Foul's on McDougal.
Foul on McDougal. That'll be his second.
So the double bonus for Toru Dean, who's just 1 of 3 today at the line. And after the game, we'll have the announcement of the all-tournament team, presentation of the trophy, the cutting down of the nets, and a word with the winning head coach. Two for 2 there for Toru Dean, who's now got 15 points. R.J. Mason straight away, not close, and A.J. Rainey gets the rebound. Mosley in the front court. Inside of a minute to play. Dean is fouled by Parrish Hewitt. For 2 there, and we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Wayland Baptist off the rebound. 30-second timeout taken by Clint Gallion. His team down 11 with 56 seconds remaining.
Well, we had a first-time conference tournament winner, Southwestern Christian on the women's side, and as of now, certainly appearing it's going to be the same on the men's side with Langston in really good position to claim their first Sooner Athletic Conference tournament title since joining the league back in the fall of 2018. And they're going to go to the national tournament for the first time since joining the Sooner Athletic Conference. They had made it 3 straight years upon entering the conference and had fallen down just 1 win the last 2 years in what has been a simply incredible turnaround for Langston.
Reese Spencer pulls up for 3. Tristan Harper the rebound. 45 seconds left, and Wayland Baptist see if they foul one more time or not. They will. Parrish Hewitt gives a foul.
I'll say this, watching Langston the last 2 days, you can tell it's a team that really enjoys playing with each other. Guys that really just, I'm sure, enjoy each other, period. And when they do get on each other, in the middle of the game, it's business. It's not personal. And you can also tell how much they enjoy playing for their coach, Chris Wright. When we had the awards presentations yesterday, their biggest eruption was when he got presented his Coach of the Year award.
A.J. Rainey missed the first on this trip. He gets another one in the double bonus. He's got 11. Reese Spencer drives in, hangs in the air, blocking foul call, +1 for Reese Spencer. And Cortez Mosley fouls out. Anthony White back in. A three-point play complete for Reese Spencer, who's got 9. And McDougal commits a foul on Toru Dean.
And I think you look at kind of Cortez Mosley individually, a microcosm of how this Langston team functioned. Last night, big game offensively, 20 points. Tonight he's in foul trouble, 6 points. But there's a whole bunch of other guys that are able to pick it up. It's not dependent on one guy every night.
One for 2 on the trip for Toru Dean, who's now with 17 to lead his team. Down to 19 seconds. Spencer gets his pocket picked by A.J. Rainey. Rainey driving the other way, puts it in. McDougal out to Mason for a 3. Cervantes with a rebound with 3 seconds. Forces up a 3, not close. That's the end of the game. 80-68. Langston, for the first time, is the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament champion.
Langston's going to head on the blue the tournament
29-2. Heading into the national tournament, Wayland Baptist goes to 23-8, and as mentioned, they will also participate in the national tournament.
Yeah, just the second loss for Wayland in their last 15 games. Langston wins this rubber match, and after that great start by Wayland Baptist in the first 5 minutes, this was a game primarily controlled by Langston over the final 35.
Langston headed over to put their name on the last open position on the bracket. They'll cut down the nets. But we'll have the announcement of the all-tournament team first.
Now to those other 3 teams that are headed to the CF Gales Fieldhouse next week, good luck.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough place to play, but of course we'll be rooting for Langston. Hopefully they are able to make a run.
Who weren't able to be here tonight first up from Southwestern Assemblies, Cortland Blake. And from OCU, Drayvon Claiborne.
Cortland Blake and Drayvon Claiborne named to the all-tournament team.
On your all-tournament team, Tristan Harper.
Tristan Harper, the player of the year and the newcomer of the year, named to the all-tournament team from Langston.
For Wayland, R.J. Mason and Michael Belfield. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your SAC all-tournament MVP Langston,
A.J. Rainey named the tournament MVP and the final member of the all-tournament team, along with R.J. Mason and Michael Belfield from Wayland Baptist.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the team trophy to the Langston Lions and head coach Chris Wright.
Here comes the tournament championship trophy.
They're going to cut down the net too, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have plenty of time for pictures. They're going to cut down the net on the bracket end, I believe.
So they'll bring the ladder out to cut down the nets, and while that's happening, let's go over the individual totals for Langston. 4 players in double figures today, led by Toru Dean, who had 17 points. A.J. Rainey, 14. DeMonte Brown, 13. Cortez Mosley finished with 12. Tristan Harper finished with 12. Mosley had 6. Anthony White had 9. James Ellis, 6. And Sharif Knox, 3. DeMonte Brown had a double-double, 12 rebounds to lead that category. James Ellis had 6. Toru Dean, 5. A.J. Rainey, Tristan Harper, Cortez Mosley, each with 4. 2 assists for Brown. 2 steals for A.J. Rainey. As a team, Langston had 3 blocks, 5 steals, 6 turnovers, 5 assists on 25 made baskets, 25 of 54, 46% shooting, 7 of 24 on threes, 23 of 35 at the foul line. Wayland Baptist put 4 players in double figures, led by Belfield, who had 19, R.J. Mason 15, Parrish Hewitt 11, Tedrick Wolf had 10. Reese Spencer finished with 9.
Thanks for being here with us for this year's
Josh Cervantes, 2. 11 rebounds for Belfield. 5 for Ted Wolf. Parrish Hewitt, R.J. Mason, and Reese Spencer each with 4.
Kansas City and Iowa respectively support all the SAC teams. In the meantime, we will see you next year. Be careful going home. Be kind.
We're going to have Chris Wright come up for the post-game interview, so we'll take a little bit of a break and come back in just a minute.
All right, Alex Reedman here with Chris Wright of Langston. Coach, congratulations. It's just been such an unbelievable year for your team. You know, you come in your first year, you have to build it all from scratch. I mean, when you first stepped on Langston's campus for the first time, did you envision maybe having this much success so early?
I sure hope so. You know, our school has put a lot of resources into helping us be really successful. You know, I work for the best president in the country, and I have a very supportive athletic director. And so it has been remarkable to see what these guys have been able to achieve in year one.
And, you know, something that stood out these last 2 days, and when I saw you a couple times in the regular season, it looks like they just enjoy playing with each other so much out there. They have so much fun. You can tell they care for each other. If they get on each other in the middle of the game, it's business. It's not personal. And I imagine it's like that for them off the court as well. But really a testament to yourself and them to be able to come together and gel so quickly in just 1 year.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes our program special. Obviously, we have really good players. I think there's lots of teams across the country that do. But these guys have really bought into being unselfish. You know, we don't have guys complaining about minutes or touches or shots. At the end of the day, they just want to win basketball games. They want to win for each other. And that's why I feel like we have a chance to go make a deep run in March.
Wayland Baptist, it really was tonight a top 5 offense against a top 5 defense. You held them to their second lowest point total of the entire season here tonight. What do you think was most effective from your defense?
Well, Coach Callion's one of my best friends. He was my assistant for a year. Was in my wedding. We talk literally almost every day, and I've been giving him a hard time because they put 90 points on us at Wayland, and so I was praying tonight that we would come to guard a little bit. SACU, I thought, exposed us last night. They did a great job, and we weren't very good. And so for us to rebound and get back to playing, the way that we guard on a consistent basis was good to see.
Well, and going back to that game last night, it was an interesting game in which you guys first 15 minutes controlled, then SACU just, like you said, goes off. And then you're down by 7 with 5 minutes left in a spot your team hasn't been a whole lot this year. It's a game, it seems like, obviously great to win to get to the final, but can really help you in that big tournament coming up as well.
For sure. We talked to our guys before coming here that it was really a dress rehearsal for next week. We're fortunate enough to be able to host 2 games at Langston. And last night, Delton Dill's a really good basketball coach. I feel strongly that SACU is a national tournament team. I hope that they're able to get in the national tournament. I feel like they deserve it. But he's a heck of a coach and a heck of a program. So I feel like that's going to pay great dividends for us as we move forward.
Tournament MVP is A.J. Rainey, high-energy player out there. What does he bring to your team from your point of view?
A.J. is a guy that just rises to the occasion. To be honest, he felt really slighted about the fact that he got honorable mention all conference. And, to his credit, I feel like he went and handled it the right way. And to be honest, I agree with him. I think we won the conference by 4 games. We beat 4 games ahead of Wayland, 6 games ahead of everybody else. I thought it was a joke that we only got 1 guy on the first team, 1 guy on the second team. So to see him come out and perform was not a surprise to me at all.
Well, this was a neutral court in name only, both last night and tonight, with all your fans coming down from Langston. You're going to have a very big home court advantage coming up here in the regional round. Let's talk about the fans and the environment that they're able to bring and add to this team as well.
It is very humbling to see the support that we get from our alumni, our student body, our administration. Was all here both nights. And at the small college level, you don't see that a whole lot. Yeah. And so to me, the credit for this turnaround, one, it starts with our administration, and the vision that they had when I was fortunate enough to be hired here. And so I can't say enough about the support that we receive from, the whole Langston community. It's special.
Coach, congratulations again, not only in a great regular season, you personally Coach of the Year, winning the conference tournament championship. Floor is yours if there's anything else you want to add.
Again, I'm really proud of these guys, to battle through the adversity. We were in a lot of foul trouble tonight, and so the clock could not tick fast enough. So I appreciate all that you guys do. You guys put on a great tournament again.
Well, thank you very much. Again, congratulations, Coach Chris Wright, as Langston is your conference tournament champion in 2023.
As the final pieces of the net come down for Langston, and head coach Chris Wright adding an accolade to a fantastic season, and hopefully a continuation of that into the national tournament, as Langston will host the opening round. Wayland Baptist also with a trip to the national tournament coming up. It's only an hour and 55 minutes until March. Felt like March today here at the Gaulke Activity Center, and yesterday as well. We had a great 2 days of basketball here in the Oklahoma Ford Dealer Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament.
Yeah, thanks to everyone here at Mid-America Christian hosting for the second straight year. Athletic Director Marcus Moeller and his staff, the Sports Information Director Adam Stanek, Nate Thompson, Kyle Highfill, men's head basketball coach Josh Gamlin was sweeping the floors in between games and was all over the place throughout the weekend as well. And I know the folks here at MACU really pride themselves on being able to put events on like this, and they've made a lot of renovations here at the Gaulke Activity Center over the last few years. So big thanks to them, and a thanks to everyone who joined us not only in person, but through our broadcast here on the Sooner Athletic Conference Network. Like you said, great 2 days here, 6 games we had, and great to see 2 first-time champions on both the men's and women's side be able to cut down the nets.
An improbable trip to the national tournament for the Southwestern Christian women's team, so best of luck to them and all the women's teams who also make the national tournament from the Sooner Athletic Conference. We will leave you with the parting image of the final couple of pieces of the net coming down. And once again, we appreciate all of you who joined us here on the Sooner Athletic Conference Network, and all season long following all 12 Sooner Athletic Conference teams. It's been another fun one in the conference, and we look forward to following all of these teams on their trip to the national tournament. Chris Wright finishes the net cutting and leads the large Langston crowd in the chant of victory as they head into the national tournament off of a regular season title and a tournament title in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Thanks for joining us. It's been a great year. Let's do it again next year. For Alex Friedman, Andrew Himes signing off. Langston and Southwestern Christian, your champions in the Oklahoma Ford Dealer Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament on the SAC Network.